Hey, what up, y'all? It's yours truly reporting live from the place I always report live, from the crib. Um, Today is an interesting day. Today is September 10th, the day before 9/11. Today is September 10th, and I'm sure all over your timelines, I'm sure all over whatever form of social media you on, the news has hit that somebody ended the life of Charlie Kirk. Um, I wasn't a big fan of everything bro said, but I was a huge fan and agreed with a lot of things he said. Um, this video is not about no political stances because y'all know I never share those. I don't even care to politic on those on any level. Anybody that's been following me that know me, y'all watch my interviews. Shit, most recent one I can remember is me and Nick Cannon politicking on it, but I self-govern, so I don't even know how to get so emotionally tied to who wins a fucking election or what their opinion is that I forget that I'm the man of my motherfucking house and I gotta protect and provide and preach to my family by all means. So I'm gonna let y'all know, to the people who may meet the video with emotional responses, or y'all are happy that people have met their demise because they don't agree with who you agree with to run the free world. I don't relate. I don't know how to relate. That shit is super weird to me. And I tell people this all the time, like, in layman's terms, I'm too caught up in my beautiful and crazy and wild and sometimes terrible and amazing and illustrious life. I'm too caught up in being a dope ass father, which is why most of y'all follow me and know me. I'm too caught up in building young adults, aka children that are ready to take on the fucking world, to get so overly caught up in how a motherfucker feel about a president, how a motherfucker feel about America, how a motherfucker feel, period. I'm too wrapped up in my world. I'm too overly consumed with making sure that everybody and their motherfucking mama know who the Graces is. So, when it comes to the slander for people who have met their demise because they don't see the world that you do, or the way that you do, they don't agree with the things that you may agree with, or lack of, or lack thereof, I don't know how to relate. So first thing I want to say is R.I.P. to bro. I don't really give a fuck what his stance was on anything, y'all. Like, this life shit is very, very precious. There are no do-overs. There are no replays. Once motherfuckers gone, they up out of here. And just me as a father, me as a man, and me as somebody that's been pushing a hard line for over a decade, for the things that I stand on and I believe in, I just think that shit weak as fuck to have to die about that, or to die because of that, or to have an opinion that a mass amount of people don't agree with. So somebody within that group thinks it's okay to end your motherfucking life. And then you got other weirdos out there in the free world who ain't never met you, don't know you from a can of paint. Fucking children can't read worth the fuck, can't protect themselves, lost in the motherfucking sauce, and they taking time to celebrate your transition. Niggas need to focus up. Niggas need to focus on what's most important. Like, I've been saying this shit since day one. It's a motherfucker watching this video right now that's overly opinionated about another motherfucker's opinion, but your children still in them bullshit ass school systems. I said this shit the other day when it came to Thug. If you motherfuckers analyze the schools and the curriculums that y'all keep sending y'all children to, the way that y'all analyze all this other bullshit that don't outright or directly affect your life, your fucking kids will probably grow up and be some shit. You will probably grow up and be some shit. Like, let's talk about it real quick when it comes to the school system, because y'all know I hate that motherfucker with a passion. Salute to all the teachers and instructors, because I know you too have been indoctrinated into a system that you cannot control. You can't dictate anything in. But I fucking hate the school system. Shit is trash. And they only been showing us reasons for the last 3-4 generations why we need to do away with them motherfuckers and be the biggest influencer for our children, the biggest educated leadership. I can go on and on. Last thing I'm gonna say about that, just in terms of people and their priorities and where the fuck their minds be at. We're still overly reliant on the things and the systems that we claim to hate. So just to the people, especially that look like me, that celebrating dumb shit like that man losing his life and things of that nature, you motherfuckers need to tighten up. Y'all need to buckle down. Y'all need to focus on what's in front of you. Y'all need to focus on the fact that a lot of our elders and a lot of our relatives not gonna be balling with SNAP benefits next year. That the fact that unemployment is at an all-time high, auto loan delinquency on a motherfucking rise. It's a lot of wild, crazy ass shit that's taking place in the world right now that is directly affecting us, and niggas don't want to do nothing about that shit but trauma bond. But motherfucker want to throw watch parties because somebody died that don't agree with the things that you agree with, or who the fuck the president should be, guns. We can go on and on. I know bro was extremely controversial, but whatever the case is, whether you liked him, loved him, or hated him, That shit is just extremely weird to celebrate his demise. Like, you know, that motherfucker got kids just like you got kids. He got an old lady. He got parents. He got motherfuckers that love him. And I don't know if y'all think this shit is a video game. You could respawn the next day, or that wicked shit that y'all be spewing and pushing on other people, that, you know, like, life has the law of reciprocity. You feel me? So, two things I want to say. Y'all focus up. Wrap y'all mind around the things that y'all can actually control. Break away from, man, listen, shit I teach my children. If y'all was a part of the Grace Dynasty, which I've been telling y'all to subscribe to it, for the people that want to know how I do this shit, is the actual man and the leader, no edits, no content team, none of that dressed up shit we do on social media about how the family really function. Y'all that should have been joined. And before I go any further, I'm gonna give y'all a little piece of game that I gave my children the other day. This shit is literally in the family Bible that I've also been telling y'all for I don't know how long to get. It's called a concentric circle. Matter of fact, I think I got a video on YouTube from over a year ago, probably at this point, talking about this. Y'all need to make a concentric circle, right? It's gonna be 3 circles that intertwine. You're gonna have one with a big old space, one with a half of the big old space, and then another circle that intertwines with a third of the space. Very minute. In that big old space, you're gonna put things in there that you can't control. Because what most of y'all ain't picked up on in this life shit is 99% of the shit that's going on around you, you have no fucking control over. If we gonna keep it a buck, most of y'all don't even got control over yourselves, which is why you lack discipline. You don't keep your word to your motherfucking self, and you always find yourself in terrible predicaments because you literally cannot control your goddamn self. So the other circle, remember, the big old huge circle is the things you can't control. That circle should be filled, because most of the shit in life, man, I don't give a fuck. It's your old lady, your husband, your daddy, your children, your boss, the weather. You can't control a motherfucking thing. Let it go. Focus on what you can. In that other circle, you're going to write down the things that you can control, which is very little, but it's still important, because you really need to, that's where your focus should be, on the shit that you can actually control. You can't control the motherfucker's opinion about who the president should be. You can't control shit that Trump say. You can't control that your boss is an asshole. You cannot control traffic. You cannot control the dog shitting in your lawn. You can't control anything. And in a smaller part of the circle, remember that part I said give about a third? Write down things you can influence. That's where y'all need to really put y'all focus at. What can I change, or what can I actually influence? Let me give my thoughts and my energy to that. What can I actually control? Let me give my thoughts and my energy to that. Everything else on this big ass planet ain't got a fuck thing to personally do with you. Mind your goddamn business and stay focused. In situations like today, y'all, it brings me to my next point. I don't know what rock y'all been under, but I do know this. Every goddamn week, it's gonna be somebody per week. I get a DM, I get an email, I get a comment, and somebody is telling me about, oh, if you care about your peoples, or if you're for the people like you say you is, why don't you give the information for free? Well, first and foremost, motherfucker, I've been doing this shit over a decade. You know, young OG, I've been doing it since I was 22 years old. I just made 36 last week on August 20th. That's number one. Number two, I have this thing called Grace Private Security. Feel free to go Google it. We got a black-owned security company, been in business I don't know how many years at this point. We got a motherfucking black-owned gun store in Tampa, Florida called Grace's Ultimate Gun Store. You know, so when y'all serious about these type of things, I've been here. I've been pushing a hard line for I don't know how long. But let's get back to the free comment motherfuckers keep making. We're having this thing called the workshop. And in that workshop, we're going to address guns. We're going to address training. We're going to address self-defense. We're going to address situational awareness. We're going to address the fear and the distrust that a lot of y'all, damn, I only got no guns around me. I was going to, display a little something. But anyway, we're going to address the fear and distrust that a lot of people in the culture have when it comes to guns. I'm going to keep telling y'all, the situation today, y'all, because y'all know I post a lot of content about what's going on around us. Man, all that situation did today for me was remind me that gun shit is bigger than black. It's bigger than white. Motherfucker, it's America. And I've been making videos about this shit for I don't know how many years at this point. Over a decade. Y'all, that's America's problem. But this is the thing. If you live here, you're not going to escape it. Guns are a real thing. You live in a country that boasts and brags about its ability to wipe motherfuckers out based on its firepower, its army, its this and that and the third. How are you not armed? To any man looking at me right now, bro, on some real shit, when you look at your little daughters and your sons and your old lady go to bed at night, my nigga, how you sleep good knowing if somebody hit the door right now, y'all fool? How do you sleep good knowing that we currently living in an era where K-12, you know, the same shit y'all send them children to every day to go to school, they have motherfucking 350 to 450 sexual assault cases per year. You got weirdo motherfuckers who wife gonna tell him tonight she wanna get a divorce and he gonna go light up a daycare. How do y'all be sleeping that night not knowing, but knowing your family don't have a fighting chance? Knowing y'all behind enemy lines, you motherfuckers can't articulate, you ain't doing no planning, you don't got a plan of action, retreat, emergency contacts, a knife, a switchblade, nunchucks, gun, no nothing. Y'all just really out here at whoever mercy decide to pull up on you and yours. Forget the ladies for a moment, forget them babies. As men, how do y'all sleep good at night? How do y'all see y'all children off to the bus stop, put them on this big yellow moving vehicle full of fucking strangers, and then send them to a building with like 800 more strangers, and you go on about your day? That shit, I ain't gonna lie, used to baffle me, but one of the biggest things I realized in my journeys from whether I was speaking at colleges, high schools, elementaries, or even private bookings, is most parents are only good for 3 to 4 things. Y'all gonna clothe them. That's the crazy shit, right? Y'all gonna dress the kids up in the finest. Motherfucker gonna have the best book bag, best Jordans, best all the drip. Educating them, fuck no. Influencing them, fuck no. Training them, fuck no. That shit really baffles me. But again, man, forget the mamas, forget the grandma. Bro, as men, my nigga, how do you wake up every day and you see the forecast of what's outside? You see all this weird shit going on, and you will absolutely not make the time to train you and yours. Anyhow, y'all, let me get back to the workshop. So my security company, Grace Security, we're going to be doing a workshop in my community. If you don't know, now you know. I don't know what rock you've been under, but we have a community called the Grace Dynasty. And that is where we show our personal lives and our personal side, how I really do shit as a man, how I really function as a leader. You know, like, this ain't the lights, camera, action part of social media. I give an example. A lot of y'all know me because of the videos with my children, the things I train them on, how to arm themselves blindfold, how to break down guns, how to shoot, ambidextrous shooting, moving shooting, all this cool shit I teach my children, right? That's why most of y'all know me. What a lot of y'all don't see, but you get to see with the Grace Dynasty especially, is how we actually teach it. See, when it hits social media, you get the clean version, you get the perfected version, you get the, hey, my daddy been training me on this shit for 2 months, I'm ready to go, let's get it. Grace Dynasty is a whole nother perspective because it allows you guys literally like to get a front row seat in the crib and see how we really do things. So let me bring it back full circle what I'm saying. That workshop will be held for everybody that is a subscriber to Grace Dynasty. And y'all know Grace Dynasty is free. I don't charge people for that. I don't charge people to step into my world and really see how I lead as a motherfucking man. I don't charge people to see how my daughter is 14 years old at this point and she just got done doing a booking on the 31st of August because she can get up in front of a crowd and teach whole grown adults how to break down firearms, how to train themselves, and how to perfect this shit to make sure they have a healthy relationship with their firearms so when shit get real, they know what to do. I don't charge for those things, so there's no excuses. And again, to all you motherfuckers that live in my comments, well, you do it for your people, why it ain't free? Motherfucker, it's free. What's your excuse? Only thing you got to do is pay attention. It don't cost you a dime. You ain't got to drive across town. You ain't got to invest a motherfucking thing but your time. But I do want to say this. We do this shit once a year annually. So feel free to miss out. That is your business. That is your family. Them is your children. That's your old lady. Trust and believe. I ain't gonna know it. It ain't gonna touch my desk that, oh, you know, one of them unprepared motherfuckers that follow you, son got shot the other day or didn't know how to respond or don't know about social cues, don't know how to articulate, don't know how to read the room, don't know how to watch their fucking surroundings. That shit ain't gonna hit my desk. So I just want to remind y'all, to the people who do be asking that and to the people who even don't, if you need that training, if you need to break the ice when it comes to your family and firearm safety and knowing how to protect themselves and knowing how to respond and making sure that you could really hold shit down if it hit the fan for that family that you sitting around right now probably watching this video, then your ass want to be there, y'all. It's simple, square business. Y'all could literally text me directly now. Matter of fact, and I'm letting y'all know, the seats are first come, first serve. I'm actually, matter of fact, I'm gonna open the phone for y'all so you can see for yourself. All I simply said is text the word workshop to my direct number. Those are all people texting workshop. So feel free to watch this video and sleep. Like I said, seating to be a part of it is first. It is free, but it is first come, first goddamn serve. If you don't make the cut, by all means, a month after that, we'll hold another one, but we gladly gonna take your money. But for the people that's ready to step into that, that's ready to train, that's ready to make sure them and theirs are prepared for however this shit may go, text me directly now. It is 813-330-8815. All you gotta do is do what these people doing right here. Literally, you can see it for yourself. The word workshop. Text the word workshop to my number now. And my team will make sure you get the direct link to RSVP, and we'll see you when it's time to see you. But again, y'all, whether you get trained over here or you get trained elsewhere, man, just get trained, period. This shit's spooky, y'all. Like, what's taking place in this country is bigger than the hood. It's bigger than the culture. Motherfuckers is strapped and moving with chips on their shoulder. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this, I'm gonna call it spade a spade. That shit was scary to watch. That shit was hard to watch. Because you just wrap your mind around a college event with thousands of people and armed security and y'all, these motherfuckers is on they 9/11 shit. They don't even care about getting taken out no more. They just want their target. That's how serious it's getting, y'all. So when I say by all means, if you don't get a training here, shit, that's your business. Man, go get trained somewhere. Shit getting too sticky. You get shot at the grocery store. You get shot at school. Big niggas been getting shot at home. You can get shot right out the motherfucking street. The young lady that was on the train last week, you can get your motherfucking throat sliced minding your fucking business on a train. It don't matter. So I'm just here to tell y'all, like, what I've been saying for many moons now. Everything you choose to avoid as a man or a woman or as the leader of your motherfucking pack, your family will inherit. The dangerous part is they're going to inherit this and be completely unprepared. We're not going to get around police interaction in America. We're not going to get around gun violence in America. We're not going to get around poverty. We're not going to get around racial profiling. We're not going to get around nepotism. This is truly a part of this big old melting pot that we live in called America. So you know what you do when you realize you can't get around something? You prepare to go through that shit. Like I said, y'all, text that number ASAP if you want to get a spot. Because like I said, seats are first come, first serve. All you got to do is text me directly, 813-330-8815. Text the word workshop. My team will make sure you get the direct link. Me, my lady, my children, my team, we'll see y'all there.